So, what does it really mean to be an ideal student? We all probably have some kind of picture in our heads, but today, let's go a little deeper. Let's really unpack what it takes for a student to be more than just good at school, but a genuinely positive force in the world.
Yep, this is probably where our minds go first. Am I right? A high score, a top grade. It's clear, it's a number you can measure, and for a lot of people, that's pretty much the whole story.
But is it? Is that number the only thing that defines an ideal student? Let's be real. There's got to be more to it than that. And our source material for this explainer suggests there's a much, much deeper story to tell.
Okay, so let's start from the ground up. Let's piece together the complete anatomy of an ideal student, and you'll see we're going to move way beyond that single test score to figure out what really makes them tick.
And boom, right away, the picture gets so much bigger. An ideal student isn't just about what they achieve for themselves, it's about becoming an inspiration for others. And that real excellence? Well, it stands on three key pillars: your behavior, your thoughts, and your actions.
Now, before we get to all that high-level stuff, we have to start with the basics. Just like any strong building, it all begins with a solid foundation. And for a student, that foundation is built with two things: study and time. So what does that foundation actually look like? Well, it's the simple stuff. It's the consistency of studying regularly, a real understanding that time is valuable, and the discipline to follow the rules. Think of this as the engine room. It's the hard work happening behind the scenes that powers everything else.
But this is super important. This isn't the finish line, not even close. This is just the starting block. This is the baseline discipline that gets you in the race. The real journey is what comes next.
All right, so with that foundation in place, now we can start building something much deeper. Character. This is where we shift from just what you do to who you are.
And this really gets to the human side of things. It's about being humble, even when you're successful. It's about being disciplined and having a solid work ethic. But notice, it's also about how you treat people, showing respect for your teachers, and just being kind and courteous to your classmates.
And let's be honest, character isn't really forged when things are easy, right? It's revealed when things get tough. An ideal student doesn't just fall apart when faced with difficulties. They dig in, they meet it with more effort, and a solid core of self-confidence.
At the absolute heart of this character is integrity. This is the non-negotiable. It's a commitment to being honest, a flat-out refusal to cheat or take shortcuts. This is the moral compass that guides every single decision.
So we have the academic discipline, we have the moral character. But a student's world doesn't just stop at the classroom door, does it? The next piece of our anatomy takes us outside, into a much bigger, more complete